The reason Drake said it 37 times, he's been black all his life.
And he has 37 pence in his pocket.
They were not silver coins, they were brown coins, you get what I'm saying? Maybe ones that were a bit rusted, maybe going a bit black.
20v1, take a dig at this person and that person. Your big red buttons should be one big nuclear missile straight at Kendrick. Nothing else.
Then come in with this and your mum starts to track. Maybe this time you shouldn't say, so what was she going to say?
Exactly, yeah. The thoughts crossed my mind many times.
This is Matt and Marc Remarks, where we react to content, review the material and context, and serve up our remarks, all leading to the final score using the patented Matt and Marc Remarkable scoring system. Stay tuned this episode for breakdowns, backstories, and bruv banter. And for deeper analysis on our thoughts, feelings, and theories, check out the Remarkable Uncut series on the channel. This is Matt and Marc Remarks, where Marc and Matt do just that.
Hello guys, this is the Matt and Marc Remarks show, where Marc and Matt do just that. I am Matt.
I'm Marc.
And today we're moving forward in our epic saga of Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. And this is Drake's song, Family Matters.
I was really trying to keep it PG.
Well.
Yeah, bro.
Interesting. To be honest, it really only felt like it was a track worth listening to once we got to the third part, the third section. The first two sections just felt a little bit really dragging on, a bit boring, to be honest. Already kind of forgotten it. Came across a little bit like Drake was trying too hard almost.
Okay, no, good for you.
The first part or the second part, I can't remember because I was tuning out a little bit. At some point, it just felt like a bit amusing. It almost made sense by the time we got to the third part. Oh, okay, that's why the first part was so lackluster. Squeeze like 3 parts into this one track. Now it feels like there's some effort here and there's some interesting things starting to happen. Musically, first section a bit lame, second section cool, third section more enjoyable. All in all, felt very underwhelmed. I think is kind of how I call it.
So the one thing I didn't mention is that this song is what was being called Drake's big red button. It was like his atomic button.
Really?
This is going to destroy you.
Oh, really?
Sort of song.
Who was saying
it? Drake, mainly Drake.
Drake himself was saying this is my big red button song.
He didn't say it. He only uses his mouth. Or I don't know where the fuck he uses his mouth. Objection! Generally does it through like an Instagram post.
Do you think that red button was as effective as Drake may have thought it was?
I think another mistake that they made was giving the idea that they was finna push this red button.
Family Matters drops. Maul, you posted a red button as well as Drake on his story. He had said on red button on the scary hours that he could hit the red button. Everyone's going to heaven.
You built the anticipation a bit too high.
Right.
So now people have expectations.
We were all anticipating that this red button was going to be something that was going to blow all of our fucking minds.
Like, I'm finna hear some stuff now. He finna push the red button. It's over now.
So he posted that red button. So he was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I've got this life-changing song. I was going to fuck everything up. And Kendrick isn't ready for it. So, all right, so let's dissect this.
All right. Okay. Let's have it then.
So it starts off with Drake's mum talking, Sandra Graham, and she says, maybe in this song you shouldn't start by saying, because obviously before we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. And then he says, nigga, I said it. So he's like, fuck you, I'm saying it anyway.
Screw you, mom, I do what I want.
Nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendly and jabs. You mentioned my seed, I deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, pretty standard stuff. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. Don't know how fearsome that comes across, but whatever. Maybe that's Michael Jackson bad. He had Thriller first, was taken as the pop darling, and then he got bad. We had Wesley Snipes in the bad video and shit, and he was bad.
Are you bad? Leave me alone. I said leave me alone! I'm tired of you messing with me! Stop it! You wanna see who's bad? You wanna see who's bad? Come on, let's do it. I'll show you who's bad.
If you're going to follow up with bad, first you've got to be a bit of a thriller.
And does he have a human nature? I don't know. Actually, maybe a really pertinent question that we'll come back to. So we've got the chorus, drop the 50 bad, 29 to the 4. I was really trying to keep it PG.
Kendrick's label, PG Land.
And even parental guidance.
What do you mean by that?
If you had a set, they'd give your ass a DP. So this is kind of where he starts talking to Kendrick a bit more. Give your ass a DP. That is,
It's not double.
it's not double. There's a definite difference between these two DPs. I need to get off this fucking, I'm just scrolling down to bed, double shit right now.
Yeah, boy.
Wait, hold on. Let me click on it in Genius.
Careful what you click on. Let's just call it a disciplinary procedure. That's not what it is, but
not what I surmised, but disciplinary procedure, which kind of sounds like the same thing if you ask me.
yeah, depending on what lesson they're trying to instill. But you civilian gang in real life, you PC. So he's saying, really, you're a civilian trying to sort of link yourself to this gang set, Pyrus or Bloods. He's really trying to push this thing again that Kendrick is not street, he's not from a set, he's not from a gang. Similar to what he was saying when he was rapping dressed up as Snoop on the Tailor Made.
I know you never been to jail, always jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent, and no one, it's the homies that empower you.
So then he starts his verse with saying, you know, the really banger set, my nigga YG, which is interesting. YG is probably with the biggest profile after Game. Like Game, I guess, was one of the more known Bloods in rap. And YG is from the West Coast, and he's like a known Blood. So he's basically saying, you know who really is a Blood? My nigga YG.
6.5 hours later.
What? Niggas weird. Walk around talking about shit you hear. You a weirdo. Fucking on weird hoes, nigga weirdo. We don't go near those weird ass niggas. You niggas lame. When it's smoke, don't ever mention my name.
You know who really banger set? My nigga Chuck T, which is The Game, who Drake did a song with called 100 and had some subliminals for Kendrick on that song as well. Basically saying that if he went conscious, and he would take all of Kendrick's fans.
On 100, Drake responds to Kendrick's verse on Pray For It from 2014, where Kendrick said, your diaphragm is dietary, what you eatin' on, capture your audience with these words, boy. He goes on to talk about how Drake could never fill his shoes or do what he does with his music. Drake replies by saying he would actually have Kendrick's audience if he wanted to do what Dot does.
I would have all of your fans if I didn't go poppin', I stayed on some conscious shit.
On the set of the Game's 100 video, where he apparently ran from the very sight of firearms.
Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? The nigga ran from the video. We had to go get the nigga. He started seeing homies come out with sticks to go clear the next block. He jumped in his Escalade and ran. We had to go send niggas to chase him down and bring him back. So what are y'all talking about? You're super tough. Y'all talking about with Drake. I'm confused.
And then he says, you know who even banger set is CB, which is Chris Brown. Chris Brown is said to be affiliated or associated with the Bloods as well. So he's saying even Chris Brown is like a legitimate Blood and you're not.
By the early 2010s, Chris Brown was seen regularly wearing red and repping Fruitan Piru, a notorious Blood set from Compton, California. Some have suggested that this was Chris Brown getting extorted. Other rumors would circulate that he was actually jumped into the Fruitan Pirus at the young age of 16.
Somebody asked me, Chris Brown some Piru, I'm going to acknowledge him. Now is he Game? No, Game come from that. Is he Kendrick? No, Kendrick comes from that. But he has done the things that he needed to do to get his respect when it come to that.
Nigga Cole losing sleep on this, it ain't me. Saying J. Cole's losing sleep, stepping away from the battle or whatever, but it's not me. Because that's what J. Cole said. He said, I haven't been able to sleep properly. This isn't right for my soul.
It's so bad, man.
Forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean?
Do bundle up. It's awfully cold outside.
You better have some paperwork or that shit fake tea. Can't be rapping about no rat and that we can't read. It's true a nigga sliding me for my AP. Just like how Metro nigga sliding for his main squeeze. Kendrick said, I know some shit about niggas that make Gunna wanna look like a saint. Gunna be implicated as being a snitch. This is what Drake is responding to here. And as you remember, he got set up by some girl who was with and then got one for his Audemars watch. Very pricey watch. He's saying, yeah, that's true. Like it's a well-known thing, but I didn't snitch. Where's the paperwork? Show me this thing of me snitching. Otherwise what you're saying is fake. Just like how Metro nigga sliding for his main squeeze. Metro Boomin, the guy that produced Like That, Drake and him have open beef now, open tension, basically saying Metro's boy took his L, took his main squeeze.
The whole origin of the Metro Boomin Drake beef started because Drake insensitively asked Metro Boomin to clear this song for an album that was released 12 days after Metro's mom passed away.
talking shit about fucking, hey, but this nigga's mom died. Hey, all that's cool, but where my beat at, nigga? I don't give a fuck that your mom died.
Metro's 2022 song Trance, Drake wanted to get on the song, also wanted the song for himself on his own album.
I was letting him know that he was really just done for real. He did some stuff, a couple parts was cool, but like, it wasn't nothing personal, just wasn't no wrong.
Around the same time this is going on, Metro's mother was tragically murdered by her husband, and then her husband committed suicide. It was a tragedy, man. So mind you, Metro is grieving around this time.
TMZ is reporting the mother of a St. Louis producer and rapper is dead after an apparent murder-suicide in Atlanta.
But I'm saying, like, I don't understand how anybody could approach him about music right now. Your mama dead.
You've been behind the scenes being the biggest sack of shit you can possibly be. I'm not here to fucking play games with you niggas. Niggas know what it is out there.
And Drake's so stupid, he probably just sent the stupidest condolences like, yeah, bro, sorry for moms, and you know I'm here for you, bro, whatever you need. You still genuine, you know what I'm saying? But you come right back 2-3 weeks later like, yo, let me get this song. You using the fact that you Drake as a weapon now, and the nigga just not feeling it right now, you know?
Out here begging for attention, niggas say please, always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. You're just acting like an activist, it's make believe. You don't really have to peel back much here. Always rapping like you're about to get the slaves freed. Very interesting thought to commit to paper and to rap and to record, being black, half black man who benefits and lives off of literal black culture. I always found it interesting. He said the slaves, so you're not the slaves. Could someone argue that because he's from Canada, I'm Jewish, or he's therefore Jewish. Rapping like you're about to get the slaves freed, is there a problem if he was doing that? Is that not something you support? It's a weird thing to say.
He makes another calculated mistake when he says, always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
That's where you get. That's it. This line right here, I agree with Daylight.
The biggest mistake that Drake made was when he said he rapping like he wanted to get the slaves free. That was the bar where it was like, why would you say that?
Who are the slaves that you talking about? Like, and why don't you feel a level of connectivity?
How do you come into this country and decide that this is what you need to make jokes about and call yourself from the culture?
All black people said, so if he raps like he want to get the slaves free, then that means you rap like you want us to stay slaves.
Is it supposed to be funny? Is it supposed to be a diss? How? Why? I would like answers to these questions.
It's not the first time he's made lines like that.
He has 2 big slave bars. We're gonna say 3 now.
On the song Slime You Out with SZA, he says, whip and chain you like American slaves.
He's got these white women on me like seal N-word, slave to the P-word, but I'm just playing to the feel N-word.
It almost brings back into question, should he be able to say the N-word, because that sound like some white folk shit.
So when he say, don't say nigga no more, and then you come out saying nigga, and then you sitting here telling him he rapping like he trying to get the slaves freed. It's just, I don't want to keep saying weird. It's weird, bro.
It's weird.
I just think it's kind of weird.
What? Niggas weird.
It's just weird because everything you saying is like backfiring.
I don't think a Canadian needs to speak on Black American business, especially not to make no jokes out of it.
Sounds like he's just trying to say it because it sounds cool. And even like you just acting like an activist, it's make believe. Really? Is Kendrick just doing that? It doesn't really seem like he's just doing that, or you just saying that.
Yeah.
You run out of words to rhyme.
A little bit, right? It
Maybe.
definitely has that vibe to it. It's one of those ones where, you know, like when a comedian has like a, you know, that shit where you shouldn't laugh, but you can't. Oh, that shit is funny though. Throwaway, sort of sarcastic. Oh yeah, you're gonna free the slaves. Again, it's just a weird thing for anyone who considers themselves black or part black to say. If Kendrick Lamar was known to be sort of like a known ambulance chaser, some sort of fake guru guy, had his own little compound, 20 wives or some shit like that. If he had a history of that, then maybe it would be like, yeah, it kind of is a bit of a fake with it. Kendrick is saying about culture. No one to hear you say the N-word anymore. You say, I'm gonna say then I'm also going to say that you're trying to get the slaves free and you're a fake activist. It's just weird, man. Weird choice.
Drake is like that with his weird choices, isn't he? Or why did you choose to do that?
Choices.
I'm starting to get fucking sick of it. And I blame half of the fucking parents on TikTok.
Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. Obviously, Money Trees was a song featuring J-Rock.
Money trees is the perfect place for shade, and that's just how I feel.
So you're saying you don't even really look after your kids. You don't go back. You don't invest. Again, it's interesting because there's a long story in history of Kendrick doing just that. So it's like, again, your choices, yeah, not really matching up.
It's a bit like Biden, that presidential debate.
With the COVID, with dealing with
everything we have to do with, look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
Biden and Drake, you've got the same ghostwriter. Say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean, I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen, hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. Kendrick say, we hate the girls that you fuck because they confuse themselves with real women. He's saying, well, what you mean by that? I've been with black girls, I've been with white girls, I fucked all women. You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen. So Kendrick's wife, Whitney, is mixed race. So you're this black guy, but you've got this mixed race wife. And hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. I won't go into it too much because we're going to delve into it at some point in the future. But there are admissions that Kendrick makes being with like quite a few white women outside of his relationship with Whitney. So this is what he's touching on here. And again, won't go into it, but if Kendrick has put that out there and gone into it probably in more depth than this line, then how is it effective as a diss? So on some Bobby shit, I want to know what Whitney needs. Obviously, Bobby Brown, Whitney, Kendrick's wife.
Just saying on some Bobby shit, that can mean a lot of things.
It could mean especially a lot with Drake. Just the name Bobby and actually Bobby Brown. Oh man, it writes itself. Drake wishes it could write itself, but he's got writers for that.
You and Drake, that's awesome. That's awesome.
On some Bobby shit, I want to know what Whitney needs. All that puppy love was over in your late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him, say cheese? Could have left the kids out of this, like, blame me. So yeah, he's saying that it's all a front. It's like, what does Whitney need? Because to me, it looks like that puppy love was over a long time ago, and this is like a facade, that you're this happily married man, you're the family man. And he says, but then why do you never hold your son and tell him, say cheese? Why don't we see you posted about pictures with your kids?
All I can imagine is just Drake frantically going through like Instagram on like Kendrick's page, just trying to find anything to chat about. And he's like, oh, he doesn't look too happy with Whitney. Oh, his son's not in any of these pictures. Oh, he must not love his son too much. Oh,
yeah.
I don't know, where are you getting this information from? I don't really know much about Kendrick or how much he's out in the media. It strikes me as someone that would be kind of a bit private when it comes to social media, exposing his personal life too deeply. I can't imagine him blasting these kids all over social media.
Say, we're at the pool. Oh, kids being kids. Yeah, you don't really think that. So I'll give you an indication because you're spot on with that.
What you're about to hear is what could fairly be categorized as misleading, outdated, and wholly inaccurate data. The upcoming segment contains errors regarding the artists being discussed, specifically their respective social media followings. Discernible viewers of Matt and Marc Remarks may note shifting locations, no seasonal logic, and fluctuating waist hair and chin lines. What you'll learn next is shocking. Several episodes were not filmed in linear order, paying tribute to time and its unpredictable toll. For figures current to January 2026, see the low-esteem screenshots provided as our tepid, translucent apology. The footage has since been reviewed by you, the viewer, the Proud Owl Society, and PG Langster scholars and kinfolk. It has not until now been reviewed by Matt and Marc. Clearly.
Kendrick Lamar has 15.7 million followers on Instagram. He's posted a total of 2 times.
Oh, wow.
He's posted twice. The follower, the one person following Kendrick, is Kendrick himself. Yeah, what you gonna do next, huh? Oh, witness. Oh, is that a drop lip there? Oh. The one person following Kendrick Lamar's account is his ghost account called Jojo Ruski. That account in itself has 1.2 million followers, only has 22 posts.
Wow.
So now let's see Drake. So remember, Kendrick has 15 million subscribers. Drake has 146 million followers on Instagram. Compared to the one person following Kendrick, which is himself, Drake follows 3,283 people. And in terms of post numbers, so Kendrick posted 24 times. Drake has posted 498 times.
A little bit more then.
Yeah, 100% confirmed. As you say, Kendrick is a very private person, doesn't do many interviews. To be fair, Drake doesn't do many interviews either. One could argue that maybe that's for different reasons. You a dog and you know it, you just play sweet. Baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did her dirty all your life, you trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be day free. And then he goes, day free. And I'm gonna get back to that for the record. Dave Free is Kendrick's business partner. They've been together for a long time, directed most of Kendrick's solo videos, I think under the guise of Little Homies. I think that's what they used to call their visual collective group. What Drake is saying here, I've heard that one of your babies, the son that you don't take pictures with, might be Dave Free's child.
Okay.
With Whitney on the loan. So this was one of the bits of juicy info Drake has dropped. Don't make it Dave Freeze, because if your GM, so your general manager, is your BM, baby mum, secret BD, baby daddy, and this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. So he's drawing a picture. He's got some things here. He's piecing it together, saying, okay, I heard that it might be Dave Freeze's child. Hey, let that shorty breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees. This is like a inspiration from his song Rich Baby Daddy with Sexy Red.
Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me.
Shake that ass for Drake, now shake that ass for Free. Well, not that kind of Free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave. So again, going back to Dave Free. I believe you say, Whitney, shake your ass for Dave Free. And now he's talking to Whitney, your man, a Lil K. We call that shit a mini Drake. He always said I overlooked him. I was staring straight. Short jokes, okay? These bars go over Kenny head no matter what I say. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with the serenade. Abel was the weekend. He said, nigga said, I'ma started reaching for my waist, drop, and he goes back into that. Again, it's just in terms of flow, it's just interesting choices. So he goes from revealing, or at least sowing the seed of this story or this narrative that Dave Free, Kendrick's friend and long-term collaborator and business partner, is actually the baby father to his wife's, latest child, being his youngest son. So he says that, there's a bit of intrigue there. And then the little bit from his song with Sexy Red, and then he drops back into short jokes, and then he ends it with short jokes.
It's a bit sporadic, isn't it?
It just dissipates, like this tension and this intrigue and this, oh fuck, like, is this real? That you've put it here, and then you end the bar with more short jokes. Not amazing short jokes either. You put something that's really heavy, and then you put like cardboard box to keep.
Start light, end with
100%.
a dramatic punch kind of thing at the end.
Obviously, what you want to do is just keep it strong consistently. Something like Euphoria. Every passage, again, means something, there's substance to it, but it also like connects to other things that come up later on in the song, later on in the saga. Like Nas's ether is that. It's like constant.
No filler.
No filler. He doesn't let up. It's just constant blow after blow after blow. He starts from the end strong.
I'm trying to kick the shit you need to learn though. That ether, that shit that make your soul burn slow.
All of this would have been well placed after nigga I said I'm gonna go into a bit of comedy. Maybe now you want to again talk about his short jokes, and then you want to go into the whole you're a fake gangster, and just slowly increase the levels, increase the heat as you go on, and then you end fucking strong. Like imagine if he ended, because if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty fucking trap. Like and then that goes into a chorus. You drop something, you make people go, oh fuck. And now you're just singing a chorus, so just end with what you're calling is this new. Yeah, so it's just weird, man. To have a team of writers, potentially, and no one flags this, it really does seem like a hodgepodge mix of, oh yeah, you had some stuff about the short stuff, right? Oh yeah, we can add that. You know what I mean? It's just like, very disjointed. Then it goes into the second bit. Now, the beat, the kind of New York drill. And even the flow, like when I first heard the flow, and he was just continuing, I was like, oh shit. Bro, it's hard.
Good kid, Mad City van, will pot a latch and make the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you, pussy dying. It's a war cry.
The wordplay and all of that stuff is cool for a while. It then became very, very repetitive. Like very
dragged on.
It definitely dragged on, like this whole section, and it was similar to push-ups, kind of like one flow throughout. It just became just very cookie cutter. And again, I could just imagine people just throwing lines in, matching his cadence, matching his flows, the attention that it captured. Again, when the beat drops his tone, says, I'm gonna get serious now, you're like, okay. He comes with the flows hard, and then he just rinses it, he just overdoes it.
Okay, good for you.
Chop that in half, retains a bit more substance. This verse now, he can just away from Kendrick and starts calling out other people he's beefing with. And there's another thing, obviously, him doubling down and saying nigga. So he's like, I'm gonna end every word with nigga now, like every line.
That's true.
I'm allowed to say it, because I'm black. You tried to free the slaves.
We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more.
Dude, I'm black. I'm black. What is he talking about? I'm black.
If Drake shooters doing TikTok with a shooter in your gang, that's peace, brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot. So this part of it is aimed at XO. The Weeknd, Abel, is his group that Drake, the street sort of parts of their crew has sort of been beefing. Obviously Drake and Weeknd have also been beefing. So he's saying, yeah, really shooting your gang, that's peace, brother. He's affiliated with us, so he ain't gonna shoot anything.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Can't listen to the slick talking falsetto, save it for hip hop. So again, he's talking to Weeknd, doing singing and stuff, because I think Weeknd was on the album with Future, Metro, We Don't Trust You album, which was all aimed at Drake. And he had a little bit on it where he had a few shots at Drake. Obviously he's singing like The Weeknd. It's like a modern day Michael Jackson dissing.
They got leaks in the operation. I thank God that I never signed my life away.
You don't even be at home. You're a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. Still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck. I just lip locked with her. So here he's talking about Bella Hadid. So Bella Hadid is a model. She had a long relationship with The Weeknd, somewhat on and off. They broke up shortly after Drake got with her. There'd been fractures between The Weeknd and Drake. Bella Hadid and The Weeknd broke up, and then Drake went after Bella Hadid. So you're still upset about this hoe. We didn't even fuck, and we just kissed. I get active when it's wartime. I didn't even really let my dick drop. What the fuck? I heard Rick Ross talking something about a nose job. Yeah, because Rick Ross was saying obviously Drake got a nose job to make him appear less black.
First and foremost, you gotta admit, confess you got your nose reduction, and confess you got a BBL. You wanted to just a gym, nigga. You drizzy, you BBL, nigga. You could go get it done, and you did it. Just confess.
Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy, and doctors never told y'all niggas. So Drake is basically saying here that Rick Ross has been taking this thing called Ozempic, which is very interesting, because we'll get back to that soon. It's like a weight loss pill. Rick Ross has been on that. It's making him jealous. Put nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kind of like an old job nigga. So here he's saying, in reference to Rick Ross, formerly being a correctional officer.
Right there! He moves! See? Oh, you don't see it? Wait! Right there! I don't know how he does it.
Officer Ricky, and it's a callback to him saying, I might have to cuff you like I'm Ricky. Your house sitting on some land, but it's out there and no one even really know ya. Bitches got to drive 2 hours for you to pay him just to get a blowjob. So they were having a back and forth about Rick Ross's mansion, which is like in some Miami waterfront area with the pool and all this stuff, going back and forth on some rich guy shit.
Drake then responds, Rick, you're sandwiched in, which is on brand because of vacant land, not yours. This shit the Miami starter pack. You living in a content creator crib.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with talking shit, but Drake, you gotta keep it at one line. That shit you doing gotta take 20 minutes. One line, or don't DM me no more. I know why Drake don't do what I do when I talk. He'll take a picture and post, because he got ghostwriters for his fucking captions. Listen to me, he got people sitting around, what's Rick gonna do next? Let's go, come up with it.
House sitting on some land, no one really knows you out there. Girls have to drive down 2 hours just for you to pay them. So there was one line in it where Rick Ross, he said,
got more money than you, fuck you want me to say, 50 mils for the crib, where you want me to stay.
People took it as Rick Ross was saying he has more money than Drake, which is not true, and everyone know that. But Rick Ross was actually seeing Drake and saying, yeah, I've got more money than you, He's like, I've got a $20 million mansion, like I've got businesses, I'm good, but sure, you've got more money, what can I do with that? Drake was basically responding and saying, yeah man, my last deal was worth 400 M's, and that's a low ball these days. That's like a low kind of offer in comparison to offers I'm getting today. Moves on from Rick Ross. Who's next on the list? Which one of my so-called niggas? I need a show from the clip. Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas. Good kid, Mad City Vandal, pop the lash and let the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussies dying, it's a war cry. Weekend music getting played in all the spots where boys got a little more pride, gay gloves supplied. That's why all your friends dip into Atlanta, paying just to find a tour guide. Paying just to find a tour guide could refer to paying to have sex and party with men who are well acquainted with the gay scene in Atlanta. Abel, run your fucking bread. You need to buy some chains for some more guys. So here he's basically saying that the Weeknd manager is just taking his money and just spending it on people for whatever reason. Let me find another street nigga I can take to the game courtside. Let me get a used Ferrari for a rapper, take the nigga on a horse ride. Anything to take the spotlight off the fact the boss is a drugged out little punk pussy from the north side. Saying that the Weeknd is a punk sissy from the north side. That's why his manager is taking his money, bringing people around him. Rakim talking shit again. So Rakim is ASAP Rocky. He's currently with Rihanna. They've got 2 kids together now. Rakim talking shit again. Gas, because you hit my BM first, my baby mother first. Nigga, do the math, I was hitting then. ASAP Rocky was with the mother of Drake's child now. So he's basically saying ASAP Rocky's gas because he hit her first. And then Drake is saying, but then do the math, who was I hitting then? Rihanna's your baby mom, so I got your baby mom first.
Drake and Rihanna actually met way back in 2005.
And it's very rare that I feel small around anybody. She is an overwhelming being.
Following Rihanna's highly publicized toxic breakup with Chris Brown, she and Drake were spotted together back in 2009.
ASAP Rocky praises Drake as being one of the first rappers to put on for him at an early point in his career. Drake introduced Rocky to a much larger mainstream audience, and as a result, Rihanna called on him to be featured on the remix of her song Cockiness. Meanwhile, Rihanna's doing interviews downplaying any relationship she might have been having with Drake, calling her his ultimate fantasy.
Me and Drake, nah. A little bit. No, we weren't. We never, no.
Rihanna was the winner of the Video Vanguard Award at the MTV Music Video Awards.
Drake took the moment to pour his heart out in a lengthy, heartfelt tribute.
She's someone I've been in love with since I was 22 years old. Yeah.
Reflecting on Drake's VMA speech, she described the whole moment as deeply uncomfortable. They weren't just not dating, they weren't even friends. 2021, Rihanna will go public with ASAP Rocky. Drake transformed into the textbook Bitter X.
Drake dropped his 2023 album For All the Dogs. There were very interesting bars on that album that seemed to be aimed at both ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
Aubrey is over there sneak dissing her in his little record.
I'm anti. Yeah, and the sex was average with you. Yeah, I'm anti, cause I had it with you.
When Rocky says, guys in their feelings over women, what, you're hurt or something? I smashed before you birthed, son. Flacco hit it first, son. He actually dated the mother of Drake's son Adonis before Drake had that child with her. So he's saying that he was with Drake's baby mother before she ever had Drake's kid.
I even know you rap still, because they only talk about your fit again, your outfit. ASAP Rocky's a very fashionable guy, big in these fashion circles. Probably got to have a kid again before you think of dropping any shit again. You're only relevant when you're having kids with Rihanna. Even when you do a drop, they're going to say you should have modeled because it's mid again. They're saying, yeah, you should just stick to modeling because your raps are mid. I've never really rated him as a rapper necessarily, but he definitely has his own thing. That much you can say. He has his own style. His words are his, he's popular for other reasons. But anyway, smoking Fenty about it should have put you on the first one trying to get it in. So Fenty is Rihanna's makeup brand.
I was thinking fentanyl.
So yeah, maybe just say, yeah, you're smoking Fenty. Ask Fring if this is a good idea the next time you cuddled in that bed again. She'll even tell you leave the boy alone before you get your head split again. Fring was Drake's nickname for Rihanna while they were dating. The nickname supposedly originates from Gus Fring, right from Breaking Bad. He was Rihanna's favorite character. Drake also named a restaurant in Toronto Frings. So he's saying, yeah, ask Rihanna if you should get on the bad side of Fring, because she used to call me Fring. That was her nickname for me when we were going out. Pluto shit make me sick to my stomach. We ain't never really been through it. So Pluto, get another name for Future. He's basically saying here, I'm upset that we're beefing because we've never really had an issue. Leland Wayne, he a fucking name, so I know he had to be an influence. Leland Wayne is Metro Booming. They have issues, so he must have had some way to influence Future against him. And just to put in light how close Future and Metro are, Metro, his little producer tag or whatever at the start of his music, is literally Future saying, if young Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Young Metro, they don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Yo.
It's actually pretty hard because I didn't actually know that's what he was saying for a while. So they're very close. He has a problem with Metro and it runs deep enough. It's fair to assume that Future would take Metro's side because they're actual friends. These niggas had a plan and they finally found a way to rope you into it. Again, talking to Future. 2 separate albums dissing. I just did a Kim to it. Niggas skimmed through it. They did the We Don't Trust You and then they did the We Still Don't Trust You albums against Drake. I just did a Kim to it. Line refers to Kim Kardashian's clothing brand Skims. This could be seen as a diss to Kanye West Oh, okay. Apparently, Kim Kardashian was listening to Kanye's West album on mute. Me and Savage had the hose dripping wet shows, almost had to swim to it. So him and 21 Savage have now linked up. That's his like newest collaborator. Very much street element, gangster. Just talks dark shit. K. shit is only hitting hard when Baby Keem put his pen to it. So here he's insinuating that Baby Keem, who is Kendrick Lamar's cousin, writes for Kendrick. Very much the other way around. Ross calling me the white boy, and the shit kind of got a ring to it because all these rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. That's probably one of the, I wouldn't say strong line, but one of the better lines in terms of him trying to flip the whole white boy thing. Everyone's waving their white flags and the whole club is singing to it. Didn't quite turn out that way, but a good attempt at a rebuttal.
He was surrendering.
He's saying that everyone is surrendering. The focus of attention isn't solely on Kendrick, where it needs to be. They're still doing it on this basis of, yeah, he's going to come, he's going to diss Ross, he's going to diss The Weeknd, he's going to diss Kendrick, he's going to take them all out, and then we're going to drop the shoes, everyone's going to go buy the Drake victory shoes, and we're going to drop all the albums. It's going to be Drake Summer all over again.
A nice cold pint and wait for all this to blow over.
Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to the visual with the candlelight, body after fucking body, and you know Rick reading my Miranda rights again, going back to Rick Ross being the correctional officer.
Wait! Right there!
I'm going on vacation now. Hope next time y'all plan it right, because you've got to pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas understand the price. Quite self-explanatory. There's a price for talking Drake's name, and then he goes into the third verse. Hey, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house. Oh yeah, Kendrick just said something so profound, let's just go give him a Grammy. Kind of say a bit envious, right? This guy again, like, yeah, he's got in all this profound content, give him a Grammy. It's like, yeah, we will. They will do that because it's good.
All that recognition for his amazing art.
All that artistry, smartistry.
Choices.
Where is your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man in the house. Now, again, I won't go too deeply into it. A song called Auntie Diaries, where Kendrick talks about his aunt that transitioned into a man. So here he's saying, where is your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house. You're not the man of the house. West Coast niggas do fades, right? Come get this ass whipping. I'm handing them out. You want to take up for Pharrell and come get his legacy out of my house. So once again, he's saying, okay, so you West Coast niggas like to do fades, right? You like to fight? Okay, come get this ass whipping. Apparently he said, I'm handing them out.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Would you ever get in there?
No.
What's the bag to get you in there?
What's the bag?
Yeah.
Who do you want?
I know who I want you to.
No, I wouldn't. If we're fighting, we'll fight at Hino's gym or something like behind closed garage doors.
I knew you was lying. I knew you was lying, man.
You want to take up for Pharrell, then come get his legacy out of my house. Popping shit at Pharrell. For him, I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck with that Pusha T. Let me see you push a T. Yeah, okay, so you want to take up for Pharrell, you want to back Pharrell, then come get his legacy out of my house.
Well, you only have it because he bought it, didn't he?
He literally bought a bunch of Pharrell's very valuable things for millions, proudly like wearing them like a little fangirl.
Bestowed these gifts upon him because of his
exactly.
I will stand behind Jon Snow. The king in the north!
It wasn't like Pharrell befell some terrible fucking track. He lost everything. He had to pawn it off to Drake to help him survive.
No. This is a Rochefoucauld, the thinnest water-resistant watch in the world. It tells time simultaneously in Monte Carlo, Beverly Hills, London, Paris, Rome, and Stade.
In Philadelphia, it's worth $50.
Just give me the money.
He literally fought tooth and nail with one of those little paddle things. It was like 10, 20.
At $30,000 now, it's against you. $35,000. At $35,000.
I deserve this.
At $40,000 now. At $40,000.
It's gonna go in my cabinet.
I'm gonna put it right next to Michael Jackson's glove.
What a schmuck. Bag up.
And then he beefed with Pusha T. He bought an autographed microphone from Pusha T. Obviously, he bought Tupac's ring. There's a level of British Museum that comes to mind. Like, we're gonna go travel around here and we're gonna keep all of this shit, all of the stuff that we pilfered. In his case, in a much less colonizing fashion. You know, he gave money to whoever was selling it to get it. But then, bro, like, you just can't be talking in that way. Like, yeah, all right, cool, come to his legacy out of my house. Like, bro, you bought it and you've got literal receipts. It's not something to brag about, man. Like, it's not that.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Try cease and desist on a like that record. Oh, what? You don't like that record? So here he's saying cease and desist is for hoes. He's saying he doesn't do that. We can't listen to lies that come out of your mouth. Interestingly enough, like there was a song that Drake and French Montana did, and apparently he didn't want it released, sent out a cease and desist, and that's what Rick Ross had said. All of this, again, very much the pattern of Drake. They've sent cease and desist to like content creators who've just taken the piss out of Drake. Anyone who's basically seen to slander Drake on many different levels, as we'll come to find out. Cease and desist, threatening, beaten up in some cases.
No way, proper censoring going on.
Some real censorship type stuff.
Wow.
Metro's responding first week after Like That, you tried to block it at radio. Oh, you ain't like that record? Per our conversation last week, we are not granting radio rights for Like That. Universal was trying to stop Like That song. They didn't want him being dissed over and over again on the radio. Drake been lying a lot, bro.
Cause you said the motherfucking cease and desist to French Montana.
High school pics, you was even bad then. Wait, nah.
I got a cease and desist from OVO for that video. There's no way. There's no way. All I did was break down your fucking lyrics, Drake.
Rap artist Drake is now at the center of a local battery investigation. That fan tells me she was just trying to congratulate Drake on all his success when he pushed her away, and that's when the altercation started. These are pictures of Jeremy Soriano's lip after he said Drake's bodyguard punched him.
Before I got to say his name, he punched me in the mouth.
He never put his hands on Drake. He never put his hands on the security guard. For the security guard to come and hit him that hard. Drake went to get on his bus and he flicked me off in my face and was like, F you, you're nothing.
This is a man who has allegedly beaten up civilians for wearing anti-Drake clothing in Toronto.
He apparently put his hands on producer Detail during a dispute about whether or not he wanted to work on Drizzy's album. Chubbs apparently said amid the beatdown, "Do you think Drake is soft? Do you think Drake's a punk?" Detail says he was so badly hurt that he couldn't work for a year. He asked Drake repeatedly, and in vain, to cover his medical expenses.
Detail actually ended up suing Drake, but because he didn't show up to the court date, the lawsuit just ended up getting thrown out altogether. It's alleged that Detail was afraid for his life and that's why he never showed up to the court date, but hey, you know, I wasn't there and I'm definitely not getting sued by some bitch with an owl logo.
That's like no gangster shit, is it? That's like getting your mom to like go around to you like the bully's house and be like, "Stop bullying my child, you're not allowed to say that."
Bro.
I can see the future! I have to stop you from destroying my race! In the future!
So much of what you said, do you know how much I've had to bite my tongue? Along the way, you just said some like the off the cuff shit, and I'm just like, yes. Rick Ross did this diss track to Drake. Drake posts a conversation of him and his mum where his mum starts off by saying, "Oh, there's this guy I hear that's like saying you're racist and that you got a nose job, and I would have wanted a nose job. You know, I've always wanted one," kind of thing. And then Drake writes back, "Yeah, mum, yeah, this guy's on these drugs and it's frying his head and he's jealous and he's losing weight and he's a racist because I'm just calling him white boy." So he literally, as you said, ran to mummy. Not only ran to mummy, he ran and told the whole world, "I'm getting my mummy on you. I'm gonna tell my mum you're racist." He's done this, bro. Like, he's done this.
We see a screenshot from Drake, right? And it's a text thread of supposedly his mom reaching out to him.
BBL Drizzy called his mommy on me. He shared their text messages between each other. Cupcake Drake.
How you almost 40 sharing texts with your mom about the situation?
You gotta know. It's probably like on page 1 of the diss track manual. You cannot bring mommy into this.
Can't do it.
Bro, you're a 40-year-old man.
You're almost 40, bro.
He's about to be 40.
It is kind of unusual if your mom says, "You look the same to me in the kitchen today." It's 10:15, brother. If your mom say you look the same in the kitchen today, did she just go in the next room to text you?
When he was going crazy on Rick Ross, like with the jokes, I don't know, he sounds a little hurt. He's doing a little too much.
Like, your mom don't see you in the kitchen. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. She sees you in the kitchen, and then she texts you.
Mom, he's being racist. It's the first time in history I've seen this.
To cry racism in a rap beef is such a Drake thing. It's almost proving Rick Ross' point of calling him the white boy that want to hang at the park. The guy that wore blackface.
Tell your mama you stayed out past your curfew, white boy. You wanted to hang at the park with the niggas.
If I get in a beef with one of you niggas in here, and then I go post the screenshot of what mommy said about my qualm as an adult man, that's just not what you do.
I don't know, it's a little like weird.
Now, this is weird, bro.
Nigga weirdo, we don't go near those. Tell your mama, white boy, you stayed out at the park too late, and you can't call her when you get in this shit.
This shit too deep to call your mama.
Make it up. You cannot make it up.
Choices.
That's what Drake is. He's a rapper, but he's the machine's rapper. They've used the same formula that they would for pop groups. You get the hottest writers, you get people who are honed in on what the vibe or the sound is now, or even the future sound, and then you just get them to write for this guy. No one gives a shit about the music. They tend to understand that the pop one is the one with the voice or the one with the face, and then there's like people writing for them. That's a well-known and accepted thing. So you never had to hide that for a pop artist. You just had to hide like the smut and all that shit.
Yeah, the scandalous.
With Drake, you have to cover the scandal and the paper trail. It's like any corporation. He has value. They've got lots of money, lots of stuff that they need to recoup. They need to make sure that he can keep sustained.
It's like a dirty way to play the game, isn't it? By like censoring shit and like, I don't like what you said, so I'm just going to have it removed. And it's part of like cancel culture, isn't it? It's not healthy for the world, like to remove what people don't like because it upsets you or hurts your feelings. It's like, come on, Drake. You're getting into a rap battle.
Earlier when discussing Def Jam clutching their pearls over Eclipse Kendrick record, Pusha said it all reminded him too much of 2018. He knows all of the things that they did to suppress everything that was happening around Adidon.
Like, this is almost reminded me of the time when he said Pusha T should have limits to what he say and shouldn't say certain things, even in rap beef, like it's rules.
When I did say, oh, there's rules to this, I didn't mean there's rules that anybody has to follow. But like, there's a point where you're gonna wanna stop rapping.
Now, Pusha's saying something very much related to him. He alludes to instances in which he says label machinations muddled, if not outright nixed the release of verses in which Pusha talked his shit next to people closely affiliated with Drake, as he did on Rick Ross and Lil Wayne's Maybach Music 6. Y'all remember Maybach Music 6? When the album came out, Pusha T wasn't on it.
I'm sure I could say something about, you know, your lovely lady or a child or a family member, and you're just gonna wanna not really rap anymore.
Yeah. This is not the first time he's seen a verse get moved off. This reminds me of Maybach Music 6. This reminds me of Pop Smoke songs with Young Thug. This reminds me of after Adidon, after our battle, all of a sudden I had verses disappear off of records.
It's part of like cancel culture, isn't it? It's not healthy for the world, like to remove what people don't like because it upsets you or hurts your feelings. So he just works for them now.
Oh yeah. Like
100%. Yeah, completely.
Yeah, he's owned.
He is literally selling his whole identity, his image, it's his voice, it's his name, it's his life, basically. And it's not just a music deal.
A lifetime deal for sure. Imagine that level of corporate ownership, classic corporate stuff. And again, they got a lot to protect. You called the Tupac estate, begged them to sue me and get that shit down. So yeah, I think we covered this, right? That the family sued him. Again, choices, interesting choices. And then he says, I'm losing perspective on beef. Boy wonder, send beat. I'll kill you for fun. Your daddy got robbed by Top. You Stunner and Wayne like father, like son. Referring back to the track on Damn Duckworth. Kendrick explains how his dad and Top Dog met back in the day. Top was trying to rob like a KFC or something like that. Kendrick's dad was working there, and he basically just sort of niced them up. He gave them a few extra wings, a few this and that, just to keep them sweet. And then years later, it then turns out that Kendrick is working with Top Dog, and he's like his second father figure in a way.
Whoever thought the greatest rapper would be from coincidence? Because if Anthony
Stunner and Wayne like father, like son. So Stunner is Birdman. Then Wayne is Lil Wayne. It's a very known thing that basically he was just robbing Wayne of like millions out of his contract. Wayne took him to court and fought to get royalties. So he's basically saying, your dad got robbed by Top and now you're getting robbed by Top. They shook about what I'm gonna say, but text on your phone like we already won. You tell me what I shouldn't say, but fuck it, my nigga, it's already done. We already know it's the 20v1. We already know why you went number one. It's clearly because of the boy. The honorable thing is to give me the loot. The boy is Drake, so he's saying you went number one because of me. The most honorable thing you can do is just give me some proceeds from that. Oh yeah, we all know it's 20v1. And then he says, you're right about fuck the big three. It's only Big D and there's video proof. There will eventually be a pause clause. Basically, this guy, Drake, there was a video of him that came out online where he leaked a picture of his dick or something. I don't know if there was motion. I don't know what he was doing. Like, there's literally still people now going, nigga, fuck the big freak. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, well, like, people are still doing that now to define this whole battle. So he says, you're right about fuck the big three. There's only Big D, only Big Drake, because I've got a big dick. And that's now out on video. So take that.
Throw him to the lions.
Do you expect, like, for instance, men, not Drake fans, who identify as men, I guess you could say. Actual men going, yeah, it's only Big D, man. Yeah, oh, there's video proof. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my boy, there's video proof. That was your water to the fire that was fuck the big three. You're talking about you leaking yourself like a online.
It's just shallow, isn't it? There's no artistry in that, is there? Just drawing attention to it if you're an artist. Why are you even going to bring attention to that?
Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick. Tom Drake.
Oh, what? Oh, we have some beef going on here?
Yeah.
Why Drake?
I'm sorry, do you see Drake? Wow.
I think it's because the video I saw of Drake.
Yeah,
the
wow.
leak.
Sorry, his plate. Wow.
You're talking about the leak?
Yeah, the leak. Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting reason. That was a crazy answer.
To have potentially a team or just yourself where you're cherry picking those bars that could maybe hurt you or that you want to sort of remix. You come back with, yeah, fuck the big three, yeah, because it's only Big D. Yeah, there's video proof, yeah. That video was meant to be a leak. So it should have been something that was like somewhat shameful. Like, oh shit, my big dick's online. Now you're referring to it in a rap battle against literally the best bar, the biggest bar so far. And this is another thing as well. It's like they very clearly tried to leap on the biggest moments. He starts the thing with, nigga, I said it, because you're saying you can't say nigga anymore. You say you hate the girls, what you really mean? They're not even trying their best to really like rebuttal it or like to really fucking flip it in a way that's just like a win. When Kendrick said 820B1, it's 1B20 if I gotta smack niggas at right with you. He took one sentence and he's undone that entire fucking narrative. So everyone's like, oh fucking yeah, it's not just Drake, it's literally, this is the whole thing. Like he's got a bunch of people behind him and we know that Kendrick's pen is his pen. Again, choices.
I don't get it.
For the last however long you've been watching this video, choices have just been coming up randomly. It was all leading to this point, and it's because of Drake and his choices. And then he says, our son should go play at the park. 2 light-skinned kids, that shit would be cute.
It's a bit weird, isn't it, to follow on? Sorry, I just have to say
it's a weird segue. Like, how you, like,
choices.
It was the same with the day 3. So, oh shit. And it's like, also you're short. Oh, I'm gonna end it here.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
2 light-skinned kids, that shit would be cute. Unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
It makes sense, but it doesn't matter. It makes sense. You've got light-skinned kid, and then you're saying Kendrick's kid is light-skinned. He's, Adonis is a very fair-skinned kid. And this is what I'm saying. It's like this is what we're talking about. Drake's kid is light, and Whitney is light-skinned, is a quarter, and this is what Drake wants to land on. I guess the punchline is, unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you. We get it. We got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get that you like to put gin in your juice. We get that you think that you're Bishop of Juice. Gin and Juice, another song by Snoop and Dr. Dre. Big thing for LA culture. Popularize the term gin and juice.
Laid back. With my mind on my money and my money on my...
Tupac played Bishop and Juice, kind of a good guy who then slowly became gangster towards the end. So you could say, you get that you think that you're Tupac. So the little play on words, it would be pretty funny if it was someone who fit that more.
What's up? Crazy, man. You right. I am crazy. But you know what else? I don't give a fuck.
The punchline of it was, because you're so blackity black, unless you don't want my kid to be seen with your kid because he's too light. What, am I not black enough? It's not about you not being black enough. It's about culture. And you're going on this skin complexion rubbish. And again, it's like apathetic. Yeah, we got it, man. Black of the berry. Yeah, you're black. It's like, you're black.
You sound like a 14-year-old white chick. Maybe on planet Ebonics, but where I come from, we like to pronounce our E's and our R's. Thank you very much.
E's and R's.
With somebody that I was like, I used to see out and be like, yo, that's that nigga.
It's something like a apathetic white person would say. Oh, you're preaching, oh, this blackity black. So yeah, you're black. Oh, you don't hear people say, I'm proud to be white. Your whole mindset and your attitude and what you're saying in these songs, you're just furthering point.
Kendrick mentions race, black of the berry or anything like that. He's always making a point, and the point isn't necessarily like, I'm black and look at my skin color. He's making a point to mention the race for a higher reason. It's almost like Drake's completely missed the point, saying black this, black that, and he's obsessed with being black. It's so surface level the way that Drake sees it. Yeah, it's just skin color to him.
Two steps.
reflection don't mean a thing.
When Kendrick is saying, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling. Drake clearly doesn't have a clue. But if he has writers and stuff, presumably some of them are black. A lot of people think that the black experience like varies a lot from place to place. Obviously it does, but it doesn't at the same time. I'm in fucking London. There's my understanding of our racial issues over here. One, being black is enough. You have a certain awareness of history and knowledge yourself. But even me, from being over here, understand certain things, elements or ideas about the black experience in America, right? If you have anyone on your writing team that's black, and they're over there, they're like, even if you're in Canada, like you're a lot closer to fucking America, surely someone says, you know that free the slaves line? You know the we get it, you're black, you're black. Take that out. And Drake's like, oh, maybe I'll do, we get it, like the Blackberry. They're like, yeah, sure.
Man, you tell me what I can do, man.
It's almost like they're trying to set him up. Like if you've got any black people, any clue, they would be like, nah, that won't help you. Like that won't really help us.
It's passing through like an entire company. That many people signing off on it. It does feel like a bit of a setup. At the end of the day, it's Drake that's rapping it. You think would have the intelligence enough, like the whole Tupac thing and the whole Snoop Dogg thing. I don't get how you would do that and not have the knowledge that the shit's going to go sideways. Like you're setting yourself up for failure.
When you put your hands on your girl, is it self-defense because she's bigger than you?
Actually made me laugh that way.
It's one of those one where you're like, look, it's a funny scenario, isn't it? So the insinuation here obviously is that Kendrick physically abused or beat Whitney up. Again, making light of it, saying is it self-defense because you're short. And then even this line, you know, when someone says your back is against the wall, he says your back is against the curb. You know, that's comical. Yeah, that's comical. You're picturing like a miniature Kendrick, like your back up against it.
I will beat your pancreas with your spleen. I will rip your liver out of your... Oh, you're so cute with your little wrists.
That's just funny. The pacing of this, if it was sequenced just better, where maybe you had more comedy here, so you kept people laughing, you cultivated that vibe, and then you moved into the darker shit, and then you moved into real shit, like, you know, you're an abuser of your wife or whatever it is.
Yeah.
This sporadic nature of going here, there, and everywhere, it's just a mess. But your back is against the curb, you're digging for dirt, should be digging for proof.
I guess he's trying to say that the dirt that he's dug up on Drake needs to be proved. It might just be saying stuff, but it's not really like proven.
Right, man.
I'm Drake. I do music, in case you didn't know. I'm here. As you can see, fully intact. Mind, body, and soul, in case you were wondering. Right?
Mind, body, and soul.
Mind, body, and soul. You need facts to take me out. Fairy tales won't do it.
Why did you move to New York? Is it because you live in that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't want to make it your actual wife. So Kendrick, known to be living in California, you say that you actually moved to New York. And is it because you moved away from Whitney, you're living that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't want to make it your actual wife. I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening, right? Because we know the girls you actually like, your darkest secrets are coming to light.
Kendrick has his longtime girlfriend that he's been with since the beginning, right, Kendrick?
Tell him. Whitney's hurt, the pure soul I know. I found her in the kitchen.
Tell him.
Asking God, where did I lose myself? And can it be forgiven?
Tell him.
Transformation, then reciprocation. Karma must return.
Tell him.
Heal myself. Secrets that I hide, buried in these words.
Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him you're...
I've been going through something.
Whitney and Kendrick met in Centennial High School in Compton. They were childhood sweethearts.
That's my best friend. I don't even like the term that society has put in the world as far as being a companion. He appeared on Drake's Take Care album on the song Buried Alive interlude.
The reason why my best friend says she loved me more than life, but I live a double life and need to let her go.
Kendrick has exposed all of these things in his music over the years.
I made it home, 7 years of tour, chasing manhood, but Whitney's gone. By the time you hear the song, she did all she could.
Not much is known about Whitney. She wrote that she witnessed most fathers run away from their responsibilities. She explained how she was used to hiding her emotions and pain. She added, "Silence has been my superpower, protecting me in the most vulnerable spaces. Then I was referred to a great therapist."
Pure soul, even in her pain, know she cared for me, gave me your number, said she recommended some therapy.
You really need some therapy.
Real nigga need no therapy. Fuck you talking about?
You sound stupid as fuck.
Shit, everybody's stupid.
Yeah, well, you need to talk to somebody.
By the time the 2014 Grammys rolled around, they had reconciled, and she joined him at the event as his +1.
In 2015, Kendrick confirmed their engagement during an interview with Billboard, solidifying their long-term commitment.
Whitney gave birth to their first child, Uzi, in July 2019. 3 years later, Kendrick released his 5th studio album that showed Kendrick, Whitney, Uzi, and a new addition to their family, baby boy named Enoch. She said that allowing the world in and sharing her experience is one of her greatest fears, but living in her truth is very important to her.
Drake took aim at that aspect of him in the battle, but kind of flaccid if a guy's got past his problems, his traumas, became a better person, and told you about it along the way.
Their story is a testament to enduring love and a foundation that predates his fame. Whitney is not just a part of his life. She's an integral part of his story, a consistent source of strength and inspiration, a grounding force amidst the whirlwind of fame. The cornerstone of Kendrick's life, Whitney Alford.
That's the one you ride out with.
And nobody can hit it.
Drake trying to find her Twitter, right?
Imagine this thing of white girls. Kendrick talks openly about, and whilst he was with Whitney, he'd be on tour, like making a point of fucking white women, basically.
Next time I fucked a white bitch was out in Copenhagen. Ancestors watching me fuck was like retaliation.
Drake is now saying, because we know the girls you actually like white women.
Undercover brother?
Undercover brother? What happened to you?
He had sex with a white girl, that's what.
Oh, was it everything I dreamed?
Copy match the Drake.
Excuse me?
No, man, you can't be doing that. No, man.
Your darkest secrets are coming to light. It's all in your face, like what happened to Michael Jackson, going from a black man to slowly getting lighter and lighter as his career and age went on. And it's all in your face, like what happened to Mike. And then he goes back into this, the Mike and the Prince separation. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince and you're actually Mike. Michael was praying his features would change, so people believe that he's actually white. Praying that his features would make him more white, so people believe that he's actually white. You're getting with all of these white women because actually you like white women, so you want to become a white woman? You actually don't know.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He actually tried to do something smart. But yeah, no. Let me just see what the genius is saying.
Good idea.
This bar and the following are a direct rebuttal from Drake. Michael Jackson had a skin condition named vitiligo, in which patches of skin became bleached white. In the next bar, Drake claims that Kendrick appeals to a white fan base by featuring on songs with pop artists like Maroon 5, Taylor Swift, and Lonely Island, who all have large white fan bases. So to be honest, even fucking Genius didn't quite genius that line.
I don't get it. Yeah, what Kendrick wants to be a white guy. You only want to be around black people or people that are blacker than you and blacker than Berry. But now, actually, you want to be like Mike and you want to be white. And
yes,
yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, we get it, man. We get it. You're black. You want to free the slaves, but also you want to be white. You want to be white. You've always wanted to be white, and that's why you wanted to free the slaves, because that's what white people did.
When's we gonna be free?
That is a good question, my man. How about nowish? Apparently shooting a slave master isn't funny to anybody but me and them. If I could, I'd do it every episode.
I don't get it, man. Maybe he's being too clever for us.
He said to Kendrick, you better be in that apartment. Some shit I don't even understand. He's achieved it. He did it. Drake did that. Top would make you do features for change, get on pop records and rap for the whites. And wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. So yeah, once again, doing this whole thing. Top Dog will make you do features and get on pop records and rap for the whites. I guess that's where he was going with it. Michael Jackson was bleaching his skin to make himself consumable for white people. Drake is saying that Top makes him do songs with pop artists to rap for the whites.
It's like, it's insulting to black people and to white people. It's almost saying like white people only like what? Like white rap?
Yeah, they only like Maroon 5 and Taylor Swift.
Exactly. So it's like, what are you saying? No white people that are into like what? Black rap? Makes no sense.
Yeah. White people also happen to have the most disposable income of all wages. Yeah, they tend to buy the most of all types of music. It'd be really interesting to do like a demographic breakdown if you looked at the percentage of, white buyers for Drake. You'd actually be really interesting. Wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. Jermaine being J. Cole. Jermaine J. Cole.
Oh, okay. Mike's brother as well.
My ex-brother Jermaine Jackson, yes. And he's saying, you said that J. Cole's your brother, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. This might be based on some inside information where Schoolboy Q, not long after J. Cole had dropped 7 Minute Drill, he seen him on stage and he basically just spoke to him and said, look, you may want to step away from this Kendrick and Drake stuff. And we don't really know how it was said. And then he says, oh shit, just follow me, right? There's nothing you're saying could bother me, right? I get off the plane and nothing has changed. I head to the ladder with all of my ice. Kendrick was saying, we're snatching tattoos. People getting installed as soon as they hop off the plane. Saying, yeah, nothing's changed. I'm gonna pop off the plane. I'm gonna head to the ladder. I'm gonna be wearing all of my ice. You ain't doing shit. This shit gotta be over now. For anyone out there calling it right, you're dead, you're dead. And then he says, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. You know what I mean? They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. The picture you painted that ain't what it seemed. You're dead. Not very much to be said. You say he hired a PR team to cover up him being up Whitney. That the picture you paint of this, righteous family man isn't what it seems, and you are dead. That's what Drake said. He didn't just say you're dead. He said you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. So, I don't know what accent that was he was doing that time.
Yeah, we done gone country on y'all, boy. Jermaine.
So is there much evidence with this whole beating up Whitney?
The only, I guess, open accusation, there was some woman, this was years ago, she basically said there was some big incident. She didn't see stuff happen. She saw apparently the aftermath. This rapper was hitting this woman. The woman said it was Kendrick Lamar.
I'm gonna rat someone out. Allegedly. Let's go with allegedly so I don't get sued.
There was a shocking story about you, and I was like, there's no way this is true.
I got told to go up to her room to help some girl get down to the casino because she was scared.
And they said you were in Vegas and you beat some guy bloody and you did something to some female.
She ends up being all bloody and everything. Oh, good. Oh, yeah, it was lovely. Come to find out, she was with a certain rapper. His first name was Kendrick Lamar.
Drake appears to highlight on this track that the woman involved was not just anyone, but that it was his queen, Whitney.
Memorial Day weekend. It was Memorial Day or it was fight weekend? I don't remember.
This woman was getting her days mixed the f up.
The bodyguard stated this incident took place Memorial Day weekend or at a fight. We have photos of him at the pre-party for the Mayweather fight. As you can see, the date by Alamy is clearly listed as Las Vegas, May 3rd, 2014.
There was cops there. She ended up pressing charges, I think. Last thing I heard.
Many pointed out that there was no police report filed from this incident, which definitely is important for evidence.
Because I was like, I'm sure if that happened, there'd have been a police report, you would have been arrested.
No police report, there's no incident report. Remember, she did not see Kendrick Lamar. Someone told her it was Kendrick Lamar.
No, I didn't meet him. It's supposed to be hidden, but no one knows I'm on here, so it's okay.
And they said they had evidence and all of this, and then I never heard anything about it again.
Yeah, because it's foolishness. That's the most ignorant stuff I've ever heard made up.
I was like, Kendrick did that? I doubt it.
Shortly after Media Takeout published the article, we were reached out to first by people we know who worked at TDE who asked us to delete the article. We were told that the woman was lying and that the incident never happened.
What do you do? I mean, he beat up some chick because like half of her face was like blown out pretty much.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm like, oh, lovely.
Many people speculated this was about Whitney, although there was a photo of them rock climbing right after the incident and she looked perfectly fine. We also saw Whitney's brother supporting Kendrick on Twitter, and while this definitely isn't evidence, it could help support Kendrick's argument.
We also have a photo of Kendrick with Whitney at this exact pre-party.
There was also someone back when these allegations came out who showed pictures of Kendrick staying somewhere else at the time, not where they claimed he was in the video.
So you know who else was at the Hard Rock Hotel, bro? Mr. P. Diddy Combs. May 25th, 2014.
Cassie and Diddy were at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas on May 25th.
And I hate to be that guy. Who was seen in the video beating up Cassie at another hotel, bruh?
Eddie Garcia, a security officer at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, testified in federal court that Combs handed him a paper bag containing $100,000 after bribing him to secure the only copy of the surveillance footage.
She mixed up the person P. Diddy with Kendrick Lamar. Allegedly.
When you hear things in the news, certain things I believe about artists. That story, I didn't even think that was remotely close to your character at all.
It is also interesting if we refer back to the line on Euphoria where Kendrick said he could predict Drake's angle, which was fabricating stories on the family front.
Because I did an interview with What's the Dirt. I asked him straight up, do you think that Kendrick's abuse allegations are true? And this is what he said. Do you think that Kendrick really did those things that Drake had claimed?
Like to domestic abuse and shit?
Yes, of course.
Oh, no, like, there's no proof for that.
That person who ever made that up owes an apology. Not to me, to women that actually go out there and get abused. That's a real issue, and to be putting a person name that stands for someone way more better, that's been raised way more better than that.
Mhm.
That's the most ignorant stuff I've ever heard made up.
I was like, Kendrick did that? I doubt it.
Even now, people are saying, oh yeah, well, Kendrick said this about Drake. What about the domestic abuse stuff? Similar amounts of proof on both. Unfortunately, there's just not. There's a long trail of very recent, like literally as of today, stuff that Drake has done that would help support that he is a certain breed or person. A long storied history and fucking cookie trails. Oh yeah, this is kind of what Drake would do or what he has done.
Yeah.
Undeniable proof, all there, being produced more and more by the day. With Kendrick, there's what Drake has said and what some woman said she overheard, essentially. But yeah, the burden of proof not weighing the same, not at all.
Open and shut case, Johnson. Apparently this nigger broke in and hung up pictures of his family everywhere. Well, let's sprinkle some crack on him and get out of here.
Yeah, man, that's Family Matters.
Family Matters, eh? No, well done, Drake. Well, you released a track. That was good. Nice that something came out. I think I'm excited for the next song. As long as it's not another Drake song, I don't feel like he needs to do it back to back. I feel like he needs to, go back to the studio.
Go back to the studio. Go get a back-to-back massage. Just chill out.
On to the next one, eh, mate?
On to the next one, my friend.
I sense something interesting around the corner.
I've probably just given a spoiler away just there. This thing is going to be interesting. You're like, well, it's not going to be Drake then, is it?
I think I needed that after this song.
Convoluted story, I'll admit. But the point is this, that in the future, all black people will be free.
When's we gonna be free?
How about nowish? If I could, I'd do it every episode.